Hey, this is Africa. I'm going to talk today about 5 steps to get your business thriving. I should really say to start your business and get it thriving.
Today about 5 steps to get your business thriving. I should really say to start your business and get it thriving. About 5.
I've never had it kind of echo me like that. That is interesting. Everything old is new again, right? Okay, so 5 steps to get your business thriving. So kind of like from starting with, I don't have a business, to getting to where your business is supporting your soul-aligned lifestyle. So this is like an overview thing, obviously. All right, so I'm going to go very quickly. Step 1, which will make sense. You've got to start somewhere. You've got to have some kind of foundation. Right? So you've got to know who you serve. You've got to know what kind of service you're offering them, right? Are you coaching them? What are you doing? Those things are very, very important. And then you got to go in and kind of research to make sure that who you think you want to serve is actually who you want to serve. So you're going to do some research. You're going to go out and you're going to actually serve those people, right? So that means you'll actually, if you're coaching, I'm just going to use that through this whole example, you're going to do some one-on-one coaching. Okay? And all that's predicated on the idea that you already know what you want to do. So sometimes you're starting at the, I know I have something that I want to give, and I know I want to help people, but I need to figure out what that is. Right? So all that stuff is foundational. You got to figure out that piece. That's step 1. Figure out those foundational pieces. Step 2, probably something you've heard a million times, attract. You got to do some marketing, right? You got to do some marketing, and you get to determine what that marketing looks like. Now, right now, this is being shot as a Facebook Live. So obviously, I've decided to use Facebook Live for marketing, but you get to decide what that is. Maybe Facebook Live isn't your thing. Maybe if you're going to do video, you're going to do video where it's shot and you can reshoot it and there's editing and there's that whole production, and then you're going to put it up as a video on Facebook or YouTube or Instagram or wherever, right? You're going to distribute that content. Or maybe you're someone who's like, I don't want to be seen on camera, but I do want to do video. Well, maybe you're doing slides and you're talking over those slides. There's all sorts of ways you can go about that. And then you can use, obviously, social media posts and pictures and whatnot. Your website is part of your marketing because it's a place where people can go. You can get up on stage and speak. There's word of mouth. I mean, when I started, most of my clients came from word of mouth, meaning I worked with a couple of people and they told 3 people and they told 3 people, right? And that's how most of my clients came when I very first got started. All word of mouth, and then speaking, and then, you know, really online. But those are things I want you to think about. What is it that you feel comfortable doing so that you can get going, right? Maybe part of your marketing will be sending out emails or having one-on-one conversations with people. All of those things work, and all of them have a place. I think the main thing I want to say about this attract step is, yes, push your boundaries, but don't get pushed into something that feels, when deep down in your soul, wrong for you, right? Because it won't magnetically attract anyone if it is the wrong thing for you at a soul level. Okay, item number 3, because I'll get lost in my numbers so I don't look at my notes. Item number 3. Okay, convert. So you've marketed, right? People are seeing what you're doing. They're taking your content and they're like, you know, maybe I'm going to work with this chick, right? So you need to convert them. So there's all sorts of conversion mechanisms out there, right? We can have where you make those one-on-one calls. You know, in the coaching industry, they're called discovery calls. You usually call them something a little bit sexier than that. Like right now I have tech break because I'm marketing tech for Woo. So tech break is where you can have a one-on-one call with me, and we go for 15 minutes And before the call, I have you fill out a form, and on the form you tell me about all your tech woes and where you're located online. I check all that stuff out so we get a really meaningful phone call. So I should say, if you're interested in doing that, then go to africaarchield.com/tech break. Well, there you go. Okay. And of course, check out Tech for Woo. I'm thinking about, check out techforwoo.com. Check that out. At the bottom of there, it says if you have questions, I think you can contact me, and that might also be a link for Tech Break. Okay, moving on. Other things convert. So you could do webinars, obviously live streams. You could do sales pages like techforwoo.com. You can have opt-ins. So maybe you're not trying to convert someone straight into a program. Maybe you're just trying to convert them so they get on your list. So you have some kind of opt-in for them, which means you have a landing page. So think of, if you don't know what an opt-in is, think of that free piece of information that you get when you give someone your email, right? Maybe it's a PDF, maybe you get to watch a video, maybe you're taking a little email mini course, like whatever that is. Those are all kind of conversion mechanisms. All right, number 4. Once you've converted someone, whether you're working one-on-one with them, they're in a group program, or you gave them a PDF, fulfill your promise. Whatever you promised them during that sales portion, during that conversion portion, make sure you're fulfilling on it. That's the 4th thing. So like I said, make sure it's an awesome PDF, that you're giving great content if you're using that as an opt-in, or that video series, or that email series. Make sure that one-on-one conversation that you're having with them is wonderful, or that you're bringing your all into the coaching so that you can really help them get that transformation that you promised them, right? That's really what's going on there. That's what's going on in this fulfillment portion. Same thing goes if you're having group programs, right? You want to fulfill on whatever the promise was. And then, of course, that usually gets you going. That gets you the momentum, right? At item number 4, we're at momentum. If you're looking at, financing your soul line lifestyle, we're probably making some pretty decent money at this point, right? We're kind of having people come in, come out. We're working with them one-on-one, and there's a big enough group. Now we're starting to do some one-on-one and some group programs, and things are flowing pretty well. But as you want that soul line lifestyle, that big, bold dream that you have in your mind, that's item number 5. And that's when you scale, right? You need to scale. So scaling is, you'll still do probably some one-on-one. You'll still probably do some group programs, but when you're scaling, you want to be able to leverage everything that you're doing. So you're taking the wisdom from those one-on-one sessions, that wisdom from the group programs and things that didn't work, and you're tweaking them, and then all of a sudden you have a membership program, right? A membership program where maybe you meet with people once a month and talk to them, but there's all these pieces of information in your membership program, or maybe you're generating new pieces of information for them to take in and use once a month. I've seen a lot of membership programs like that. Like every month you get something new that's downloaded, and you get to devour it and master it over that month. And then next month there's another piece, right? And for you as the coach, as the light worker, that's scale. You're bringing scale to your business. Another way that you scale is what I call self-study programs, right? So I have a couple of self-study programs. They're probably not as much as working with you one-on-one, or maybe even not as much as being in one of your group programs, because they're doing everything on their own. Maybe there's a Facebook group where they can ask questions where you may or may not be part of it. But it's like distilling your knowledge so they can go through by themselves and still get that transformation. So even though you're at the point of scale, of course, what's that lesson you learned in step 4 is you want to fulfill your promises. So make sure whatever transformation they're supposed to receive from that self-study program or from that membership, that you're making sure that that promise is fulfilled, that they're still getting that transformation. So to recap, step 1, your foundations. Get all your foundations in order. Figure out what your purpose is, what you're truly called here to do. And then, I mean, if there's some skill portion in that, go get the skills. But chances are pretty good you have all of the skills that you need. If this is your calling, if this is your purpose, you know, you might need some backup with the business. But as for some of the more intrinsic parts, you got that, right? Also in the foundations, like I said, this is where you're figuring out who you're going to serve, how you're going to serve them. You're honing in those coaching skills if you need to get a few more of those honed in. But the meat of it, you probably have. All right. You might even start doing some discovery calls and one-on-one coaching and foundation just so you can really focus in on what you want. Step 2, attract. This is all about marketing. All about marketing, attracting people to you so you're not chasing them down because chasing sucks. All right. Number 3, convert. You're converting. This is your sales, right? You're taking someone from someone who's watching you or following you, and you're getting them on your email list, or someone who has been in your world and now they're becoming a buyer, okay? That's that conversion. That's convert. Step number 4 is fulfill. Make sure you deliver on your promises, whether it's the freebie that you gave or the one-on-one coaching you're doing or the group coaching, whatever it is, make sure you're fulfilling your promises. And after you're doing that for a while and things are going great, and you'll know, it's like this visceral thing inside of you, you know it's time to scale, right? When the one-on-one, the group work's getting to the point where you're repeating yourself so much, you're making yourself crazy. That is definitely the time to scale. So scaling, it's definitely going to be those membership programs and self-study because they're easily reproducible. You can have a lot of people going through it. And that's what all of a sudden makes you go from or go through and get that time, money, freedom, which is likely has a lot to do with your soul-aligned lifestyle. All right, that's what I have for you this evening. And I'll see you later. Make sure to check out Tech for Woo, because obviously throughout all of this are all sorts of pieces of technology to be handled, and that you'll want to get down and have a bit of support around, right? All right. Peace, joy, love to you. Bye.